ring is alive, only the strongest survive. Legacies carve, the spotlight fades. Battles won, the price is paid. The price is paid. Into somewhere Jake and Cody roar. Cena's legacy forevermore. The bell tolls, fists collide. The last time is now, do or die. Into somewhere Jake and Cody roar. Cena's legacy forevermore. The bell tolls, fists collide. The last time is now, do or die. Do or die. When the bell rings and the lights go low, there's a man you need to know, breaking down the ropes and shows. He's the king of the wrestling pros. From suplex dreams to body slams, he's got the mic, he's got the plan. I believe in Cody. He's the voice of the mat, so ready, breaking kayfabe, dropping truth bombs. Yeah, Cody Unity is where I belong. Pipe bomb, Uso stands tall. Who's gonna break? Who's gonna fall? The ropes scream, the mat shakes in this arena. No room for fakes. Drew's Claymore, Cody's resolve. Conflicts deepen, mysteries to solve. Every move, every blow. Jake and Cody, they let it show. Into somewhere, the chaos flows. Jake and Cody, the story grows. Live review, the ring explodes. Saturday night, the truth exposed. The truth is browsed. Mic in hand, the duo's green. Every punch, every deed. Mike's in hand, the duo's green. Every punch, every into somewhere, the chaos flows. Jake and Cody, the story grows. Live reviewed, the ring explodes. Saturday night, the truth exposed. Into somewhere, the chaos flows. Jake and Cody, the story grows. Live reviewed, the ring explodes. Saturday night, the truth exposed. The truth exposed. No one does it. Crossroads. I believe in Cody, unity. With Jake beside him, it's so gritty. From mania talk to
What the hell is going on, ladies and gents? John Cena's final Raw, November 17th, 2025. It's into somewhere. Glad to have you all here. Cody Onidi currently on assignment. He is live at Madison Square Garden witnessing the men destroy each other before.
War Games!
That's right. We got our big surprise tonight. We did. And holy hell, was that good. I was not expecting that at all, right? I didn't say a couple hours ago that it would be Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's right. So, hell of a night on Raw. Wild ending, destroying police officers and SWAT gear for whatever reason. I mean, take them all out. That's what's happening. We got a lot to break down and discuss. Holy hell, what a night. I mean, there's just so much excitement around everything with John Cena. And I Hey, no, over here, focus, over here. Yeah, don't worry about him. Over here, focus. Here's the thing, he'll be okay. He got so excited about everything to do with Cena, the final MSG, his brain just overloaded from wrestling. So just give him a minute. Usually his co-host knows what to do. And uh-oh, I think I'm having another one of those out-of-body experiences. I still have my dick. Okay, this is good. Oh no, this is bad, huh? You are dying. Cody, do something. Anybody? Anybody? In with the good air, out with the bad air. Oh my God, this is bad. Somebody help me. Wait. What is that? I see the light. I see. It's beautiful. Yeah, this Raw was fucking awesome. Like, holy shit, they gave us so much good tonight. I cannot say how much I enjoyed it. My ticker be damned. This has been quite an exciting affair. Now, we knew who it was going to be. I was hoping at least Joe Hendry, maybe a Jeff Hardy, but we heard earlier today it was definitely Nick Namath, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler. Yeah. Unfortunately, not a big surprise. We see where it's going for War Games. We knew Lesnar was there. We knew Roman was there. But hell, it was still exciting. What a melee. Great teams assembled. It is regrettable that John's not on the team. Maybe Jimmy gets the flu. Can't make it to War Games. Just saying, you know, they managed to make it feel badass in the ending. Things were intense. Things were exciting. And it is true. We got invited to go, so I can't walk, but we've got Cody there on assignment. He's live from Madison Square Garden. He'll be tuning in with us after. If we don't get to him tonight, then we'll talk to him tomorrow. But he's on assignment, repping into somewhere. So awesome. Thank you so much for that, WWE. Granted, this was a hell of a night for John Cena. I think the only hindrance was the overhype. They really, really pushed that who's going to be John Cena's final Raw opponent. No one's predicted it yet because no one thought it was going to be Dominic and Judgment Day. That's kind of the crux of the situation anyways. So not a bad match at all whatsoever. It was fun, but holy hell, I was blown away by the crowd response and the love and adulation. I mean, MSG, they showed up for Cena tonight. Great to see that. See, Cody's not here to revive me, nor is he here to do his usual job where he makes sure that I include all of the wonderful pictures that I took so long putting together. You know, we got to go ahead and make sure some of the effort is shown, right? Absolutely. We're building towards War Games. They tried to give us as much of an exciting push as they could. We have a new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations to Maxine Dupree. We had Gangster Granny in the house representing as well, so cool to see her. The surprise, Dolph Ziggler took on Solo Sikoa but couldn't make it through. Javon Evans, that kid. I mean, we saw reports earlier tonight. Where was it? It was somewhere. They said, excuse me, multiple executives in WWE believe that Evans is not only the present, but the future of WWE. The amount of exposure that Evans has gotten recently speaks volumes to the level of confidence that WWE has in him as the ultimate babyface. At only 21 years old, the sky is the limit for Javon Evans. Only complaint is that they played his entrance to the ring during the commercial break. I thought that was a little bit disappointing. Gunther's got his old theme back. That's exciting. Not what I was expecting there, but made me a little bit nostalgic for NXT UK and NXT. So great to go ahead and get a little correspondence from Cody, I believe. Let's see if we get. There we go. I got his picture from earlier. He's trying to send me stuff. I see it trying to upload in the drive here, but I know he must not have service. This was from earlier tonight, so we see him when they were setting up still, getting prepared to kick off the show. You had a perfect pick. I should have followed. Danny had a perfect week of NFL picks. I should have gone with what she decided. Cody's not here, so we will recap it on Into Somewhere Weekly. But we got Ziggler, we got Ryder. Gunther should have came out as Walter. I agree. Him having his old theme was nice. I appreciated that. Still, they didn't do anything to temper expectations. Cena kept saying this night was going to be his favorite match, his favorite opponents, all of it. And sure, it makes sense. He might love Dom and Finn and Ray and Sheamus. But they really set it up hard. So then Dom comes out and you're like, oh, he's getting his rematch tonight. So maybe Cena is going to be there in War Games. But no. And behold, that's not what happened. So we still have one slot open each side on the women's team. And I think I know who it's going to be. Everyone's like, oh, AJ Lee returned tonight. AJ. No, you guys missed all the clues laid out there. It's going to be Michelle McCool. That's right. She's going to be on both sides and just kick her own ass because that's how awesome she is. Right. Sorry. Yeah, bring back Isaac Yankem. Make everybody come out old school. Got me, Mark Callis. Roman, hey, I was happy to see him tonight. The crowd went nuts. Small screen flex in the garden, as Spaz would say. AEW files a trademark to watch AEW. Feels a little desperate, but we'll see if it works. We'll have more this Wednesday with our predictions for AEW Full Gear. Into Somewhere Weekly will be live to go ahead and give you our entire breakdown of everything going ahead and going on for AEW Full Gear this weekend. All of our match predictions, some news, rumors, and so much more, as well as more news on the build to Survivor Series. So make sure you're there. We also have episode 2 up of Into Somewhere Rivals. Cody and I discuss, argue, disagree, and make up again as we go through the SmackDown roster this time. We're on the other side. And from there, we managed to go ahead and break down the entire roster, who we like better as heels, faces, and whatnot throughout their careers. So it's a great listen. Go ahead and check that out. Thank you to those of you that have done so already. But, I mean, we got to get into tonight. This was great. It was indeed orgasmic. I agree. You know, seeing Cena come out, they said the venue was set up for 18,134, and it was not a sellout, but then they said it was. So they had 24 tickets left to sell. So come on, WWE, don't lie. Maybe you handed them out to the popcorn guys. I don't know. No, it was a sellout. You could tell. John Cena makes his entrance. Huge pop. He's going ahead and coming to the ring. And he gets emotional. You can see it. And I am glad that he got the respect he deserved. And, you know, it's bittersweet. I do enjoy Cena still. I don't want to see him go away. I wish he wasn't retiring. I wish he was like, I'm retiring from full time. I'll still appear maybe once a year, but he doesn't want to stay in shape to do the matches. I get it. It's a lot. I get it. It's just, it's disappointing because he does feel like right now we have big stars, but we discussed it the other day too on Into Somewhere Rivals. John Cena feels like, you know, the last true superstar. There we go. Like Cody now. It was before Raw because it looked empty. Yeah, no, they were setting up still. He, you know, press stuff. Got to get there earlier. So Yeah, Cena comes out and just a raucous live crowd. They are chanting, they are cheering. You know, it's John Cena, John Cena. You know, they got to really get into it, but goddamn, this place blew up, and I mean, he tried to silence him and couldn't. He's like, "Let's go to work, Stu," and he does his final run to the ring on Raw. So I like the way they worded this. They did say, "Hey, all right, we do go ahead and have an issue. We do manage to go ahead and we have a little loophole." So they said this is the last time Cena's appearing wrestling. I guarantee he'll be on Raw again in the future, obviously, but they're making it sound like he will never appear ever again. Last time in MSG. They're going to have, you know, Raw's 75th anniversary and still push Cena out in his wheelchair. Like, it's going to happen. You know it as well as I do. So, yeah, exactly. Liz is going to be there next Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, right before Thanksgiving. Big excitement going on over there. You're getting the double stuffed turkey show, right? With Collision as well, I believe. So, John Cena finally gets to talk. And that's when he lets Aisha Taylor go ahead and break it down. So Alicia goes ahead and introduces him as the greatest of all time. His final appearance on Raw at Madison Square Garden. The last real champion. John Cena. Thank you, Cena chants break out. And he is talking to you, Stu. He's telling you go to work. You can tell he enjoyed it. He's soaking it in. He's got goosebumps. It means something to him. He screams, the champ is here. It's the very last time I'm going to get to talk to you. It's bittersweet, but it's very important. Dom's music hits, and he interrupts. 1,000 thoughts go through my head. So they're doing the rematch. Wait, they're going to set it up for Survivor Series, maybe. I'd rather them do it tonight, drop the title, go to Survivor Series, because this was not bad. But it's not what we had expected either. And that's a bit of a somewhat of a disappointment. Was it fun to see him with Sheamus and Ray and you know all the triple moves and you know the 15 knuckle shuffle and all three of them did it in unison? That was great. But think about it. That should have been something that happened like midway through. This is his last Raw appearance. This is it. He's not on TV again. Survivor Series, Peacock, gone. With knowing the dates, with knowing what we have left, this is why the heel turn derailed so much, because this is the fun we should have gotten along the way. His final matches is Dominic Mysterio with the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, and Gunther. I mean, Cena Omega, always a dream match. I was disappointed when AEW was starting because Ring of Honor had shown like, oh, these guys can sell tickets. And I'm like, oh, they're going to be taken serious. Watch WWE make a play. And I guess they did, but it didn't offer enough. And they got into, to talk to Tony and they formed AEW and the rest is kind of history. But you never know what the future holds, right? We won't see Cena come out of retirement yet. He's kind of a man of his laurels and sticks to his word. I can see him actually being a superstar that sticks to not returning, because as much as he's a loyal company man, he also usually sticks to his word. He's got house rules for a reason, and if WWE is not going to follow them, then somebody's got to follow suit here, right? The crowd that needs to pay for it. And he's going to make sure you all know, God damn it, that this is how it works. I'm not coming back. So we got Dominic, Gunther. I don't dislike Gunther. I don't obviously not want to see him succeed, but not as Cena's farewell, not as his final opponent. And we've been told this for months now, that this was what was going to be. This was what was going to happen. This is what we were going to see as we work our way to Turkey Day, folks. With a side of bananas, we managed to go ahead and really hold out hope that it's not Gunther. But I'm telling you, from everything that we discussed to the surprises, to how it played out, this is basically what was laid out in front of us. You know, Cody was hoping that Cena would be in War Games. We're like, no, he's not involved. It's him and, you know, Roman. I guess they're not doing the match. Then they are, then they aren't. Things change. Gunther gave a lot to Javon as well. So that was certainly appreciated. He definitely showed off some skills, some technicality, some bouncy moments. Javon looked great tonight, even in defeat. So happy for him and how he managed to go ahead and make the most and maximize his minutes. So him and Dominic go back and forth, and Dom's like, no one wants to hear what you have to say. You know, you were handed a title shot. Management's on your side. You've been handed everything your whole life. You've never had to work for anything. I want a rematch. And Cena's like, what do they think? And of course, Dom says, no, we did it your way. We're going to do it mine in my hometown with management on, you know, not on your side. And this is when the crowd begins to chant loudly, repeatedly, you know, shut the up. Now, I thought they were saying shut the fuck up, but Cena said Choco Fun Cups. So, hey, that's the stuff I love with him, as silly and stupid as it is. Hey, he could be able to make fun of himself. He can go ahead and really make himself the butt of the joke. It was funny, though. It fit in the moment. He knew it was going to be censored. Hey, play on it. Cena's like, let's do it tonight. We don't even have to do it for the title. I'll save that. Do you feel lucky, Punk? Do you? Do you? And Finn, JD come out, and I thought at first, I'm like, ooh, maybe we are going to get some type of Live Moment Judgment Day breakup. Maybe we are extremely wrong. But alas, we were not. Cody messaged me kind of sweating it throughout the day because people were giving him a lot of shit because Liv was originally reported to be backstage at MSG. But so were a lot of talent. Why? All hands on deck for John Cena's farewell. It's his last Raw. People want to be there to see it, to see him, to celebrate. It's a whole big thing. If she was there, that's what it would be for. If not, hey, c'est la vie. So all day people are like, see, she's returning. She's returning. She's coming back. And then we go ahead and see, hey, that's not the case. Not yet, anyways. Got to give it a little bit more time. I was hoping, but it seems like Becky and AJ will be in War Games for the Survivor Series.
War Games!
I'm looking forward to both matches. Hopefully they lay out something competitively fun. I like that we still have a week to go, so we're going to get into Friday, finalize the women's teams, most likely, and the fifth member of the men's side, right? Roman's going to sign officially, and then we'll get that. So we need one more women apiece, and we need Roman to be like, yes, I agree for the contract or whatever. That'll happen Friday, and then next week we'll likely have the you know, who gets the advantage matches. And I'm curious if they're going to do ladder matches or how they're going to swing these, but they've done them quite a few different ways. So we'll see what we get. Finn come out, you know, with JD and Balor, you know, booting behind. Irish lads, they managed to get in the ring, and now Dom's like, hey, I got backup. You're going to get your ass beat. And they start laying the boots to him. They're still a cohesive unit, even though he didn't get any support the week before with Cena. Now he's got backup. Sheamus comes out to a nice ovation, and he starts to get taken out by the numbers game as well. Cena starts fighting back, but he gets taken down, and Rey Mysterio comes out, and the roof blows off again. They just reattached it from Cena, you know, breaking that place down. We managed to see Rey running to the ring. Looked great with his knees. Damn. I will say that, and I will agree. He looked fantastic. So get a referee, ring the bell. It's time for a 6-man tag. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to sound like a broken record. I'm going to sound probably a little bit foolish in a way, but I know they have to pay the bills. What are we paying for Netflix for? There was such an intrusive amount of advertising tonight. It was ungodly how much they put through and into everything. Matches broken up. So Cena, as soon as he calls it, they ring the bell, they have a commercial. And then you get back to it. And as soon as Finn Balor basically, Dom gets out of the 619 position, and then they kick right through the ropes, and Finn gets tagged in, and then commercial. They were so damn intrusive, so damn just invasive, and they really, really disrupted the flow. But they were abundant tonight. It felt like there was more ads than normal and longer. It used to be out of 3 ads. Now it feels like sometimes the ad breaks say out of 11, and we're there for 4.5 or 5 minutes. You just got this timer ticking down the whole time. Even with the VPN as well, because I keep that up on my phone, usually see what's going on during the breaks. That's how I knew Javon was coming out in the commercial. And even that, they still have a bunch of ads for Vegas, for War Games, for, they still stuff it full for international viewers. Raw still at least keeps you on most times in, what's going on for the matches, but they're still getting heavy-handed with these commercial breaks. It's just, there's way too many ads. They have them in the ring. They're on the LED boards around the ring. They're doing stuff with Prime, and they got the Prime station. Like, it's everywhere. It's every bit of it. I don't know how they could squeeze more money unless they have drones that hang banners above their heads while they wrestle that have like sponsors on them. Steak. The steak drones are back. Bet. Netflix blocks your VPN. I use a free one, and that did not have an issue, so I couldn't even tell you. I got it for free, and it manages to go ahead and have you play to... It's not time to play with the bear in a little bit. Milo wants to play. It's it's a free one that I found, and you watch one ad, and then it works pretty well. It usually has me appear like I'm in Chechnya, so it works. Hey, we'll see what happens. We were live earlier today on TikTok. Got to go ahead and test that out in the TikTok studio. So I think the issue is that they're going ahead and having themselves set up as gaming only for what we've been trying to do is rebroadcast on there. But there's multiple categories, and so I have to see if it works. But we had a test earlier that went somewhat well. At least they could hear me, so... I'm curious what you guys give Raw out of 10. Let me know in the chat. If you're on Twitter or on Rumble, thank you for hanging out. Make sure you check us out on youtube.com/Jake DeMarco for all of our Into Somewhere reviews. We'll be live tomorrow night for night 1 of NXT Gold Rush from the theater at MSG. That's upstairs. And then we're going to go ahead and Wednesday have Into Somewhere Weekly. As I said earlier, AEW Full Gear intensive breakdown. There's a lot to look forward to this week. Plus, I'll be on the State of Wrestling with Spaz Phoenix. Check out all friends of the show in the description box down below. Cena versus S.A. Rios. Yes. Special Delivery Jones. We could have had a lot of... The 6-man tag was fun. Basically, Ray sets Dom up for the 619. They pull him out of the way, and that's when they all get in the ring, and you get the 10 beats, and the crowd chants along and counts, and they got all the heels down, and Sheamus moves over. He lets Cena be in the center. It's his night. That was a nice touch from Sheamus. They deliver the trio 5 knuckle shuffles. Dom rolls to the floor. Ray gets a double 619 on JD and Finn. Sheamus goes ahead. He hits a big brogue kick right to Finn's face. That looked like it landed square. Ouch. Poor guy. Then we go ahead and get into Cena hitting JD with the attitude adjustment. They pin him. 1, 2, 3. Again, this was a very... sports entertainment match. It wasn't about 5 stars in the Tokyo Dome, brother. They were about just making the crowd go wild and making a moment and doing something fun and celebrating with friends that, hey, I'm not going to be here anymore. It's touching. It's sweet. It was what it was. The issue is that, yes, we hyped it, but so did they. Cena's been posting about, the MSG match, and so many others have been alluding to things and commenting. Triple H has been teasing galore. It's been speculation city as to who he would face. What opponent has he not faced yet? Who have we not named? Who could it be? JD and Finn. And it's not a bad choice, but this should have happened, you know, around Money in the Bank, realistically. I don't know what they were going for. Maybe they could have had Mike Mondo with the NWA national title come out and avenge the, you know, the good old squad. Get them back together. People were complaining that Dom needed to win here and Cena's being shoved down people's throats. I'm not kidding, honestly, either. It's pretty funny, but this was all about being a crowd pleaser. This was about being fun and as much entertainment as possible. I do enjoy what they gave us. I just wish we knew ahead of time what we were getting into, so we didn't keep speculating that it could possibly. What if? You heard everybody. It's Edge. It's Jericho. I was thinking maybe Joe Hendry or Jeff Hardy, somebody along those lines. Still in the realm of TNA with, you know, Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder on SmackDown being the surprise opponent, and then we got tonight Dolph Ziggler. Nick Namath coming back as Dolph Ziggler. It's funny, though, because he's actively wrestling on TNA as Nick Namath. Like, he's signed for them. They work with WWE. So shouldn't he come out as Nick Namath? Like, that, the forceful nature of them, that's got to be a TKO thing. Because, I don't know, I feel like when people came back, when Vince was around, if they had a different act or name, he pretty much went along with it. So, trying to give a dog his medicine. Yeah, I agree. I actually had two vets pretty much want to quit their job and their profession and find a new day job because Milo is like 15 pounds, but yet you're not having him take anything he doesn't want to take. I'm like, do you have it in an injectable form and we can distract him with some doggy TV? Because if not, you got to put that in his mouth. It ain't happening. And she's like, oh, he's small. Don't worry. We'll be able to wrangle him. I'm like, uh-huh. Can I record this? She's like, well, I prefer you didn't. I'm like, oh, this is not for social media. This is for the lawyers in case you try to sue. And then she looked a little nervous because he's so cute and fluffy and kind and sweet until you try to force him to take medicine. And then he becomes a possessed demon hound from the pit of hell that will eat your face off like Hannibal Lecter. I did say pit. Oh, God. Sticker's still good. It was definitely not the excitement surprise that we were looking for, but it was still a very good moment overall for Cena. Is it the most memorable finale for him on Raw? Fuck no. Not by a long shot. This is the send-off, a 6-man tag where he wrestles maybe 3 minutes in the end for the hot tag. Come on. This is disappointing, right? I didn't say it was bad. That's not the thing here. It's not bad. It's just they set such a high bar. And I was going to say, you know, we should be trying to give out tickets to the Saudi Mania and see who wants to go. You know, that'd be great. Try and get that sponsored deal with Mr. Turkey. Yeah, gobble, gobble. Granted, yeah, there's never a right time either. Sadly, to have a mania over there, but we'll see how the Rumble goes, right? Can't even have surprises. And what I loved about the VPN is that we got to see Andrew Schultz get booed yet again. He's next to all of the Giants players, and he's got Ashley Cook, the country singer who's saying, you know, God bless America. The Eagles are there. They got, you know, forget everybody's there. And Scatterborough, they're having a great time. But Schultz gets booed, and then they show the rest of Judgment Day getting into his face. And I'm glad this wasn't on TV, but then they showed the recap, so it really didn't matter. I was like, God damn it. This drives me nuts because they made Dom look like a bitch because Andrew Schultz shoved them and got physical, and they kind of backed down to the sports players. Like, I get the sports guys, but even still, you're wrestlers. You're come on, like, have security break it up. Don't have JD take a bump and have them look like a bitch. No, I don't know. Especially to Andrew Schultz. That's hitting an all-time low somewhere in there. I'm telling you, I was not excited. Yeah. People though in the audience, he's talking, and you just Like dead silence, booze, and then just nothing. I was like, oh, we're on Dynamite. Oh my God. Live from Madison Square Garden's amazing transit system. The only Cody O'Needy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. How was your night?
You got me for a few minutes until I got on the train, but it was good.
It was good.
Good Raw.
Yeah, good Raw. You were there live. So what was, give me your quick number rating and then give me your experience overall.
I would give it like a 7 out of 10. Experience overall, just good. Just getting to see history, John Cena's final Raw, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. We said the speculation bar was set so high with who this could be that a 6-man tag was fun. It was a sports entertainment thing, but it wasn't a proper finale for John Cena's final Raw.
He needed a one-on-one open challenge for the IC title or something.
He should have faced Dolph Ziggler. I think people would have enjoyed that more than like Dom gets the rematch at Survivor Series.
If Ziggler was going to lose anyway, if Ziggler was going to lose anyway, he should have just accepted a John Cena Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge because Dolph Ziggler has an Intercontinental Championship history and a John Cena history. So
yeah, absolutely. You're running from the cops, aren't you? I do
yes,
hear the
I
sirens. God damn it!
Wait,
all right, well.
When you got the comp tickets, did you make up any stories?
So my son is very sick, and
gotcha.
You're my kid, so I was like, please send him to Raw. He's the dick cancer thing. Like,
yeah,
you had a good time though, right?
Yeah,
I showed you a picture of the arena being set up. I know you were trying to get us some stuff, but the service there is absolutely terrible. Figures New York. Yeah, I'm glad you stole a homeless man's Wi-Fi.
Am I breaking up or?
No, I'm getting you nice and clear, thankfully. But I do agree. Like it definitely was like a fun memory. I'm glad you got to see it live and in person. But I wish they gave you guys just a little bit more. Hell of an ending though. That was really the cap of the night. Yeah, getting big heavy hitter returns.
Yeah,
Brock,
like you said,
Ian,
Cena.
Yeah,
Cena needed a better final send off.
Roman, I almost said Rusev. Roman, you can tell
Roman
I'm off.
Reigns.
Yeah, I already had one heart attack without you. I told you I need you to be here with the epinephrine, or else I get a little wonky.
Feel it.
I'm glad you had a good time though. Be careful, like I told you. Make sure you keep your wallet like in your pants and over your crotch, so nobody steals it.
Oh yeah.
You know it's super safe there.
Oh, New York City, yeah.
Yeah.
Safest place on earth.
Just don't get raped, please.
I can't tell you how many things I've saw that you wouldn't see on a normal day from people.
I remember this homeless man had a sign that said, sperm donor, you fill my cup, I'll fill yours. And I'm like, so if I give you money, what happens? Now I got to know. Are you just going to start jerking? Oh, no, he is. He's just going to start jerking it. Well, that was worth $5, really. But the shit you see on that subway, be careful, my friend. Yeah. What happened after Raw went off the air? Did they do anything else for John?
Yeah, they were talking about how much John meant to them and said he deserves one more final send-off, play his music. They ended the show with playing his music and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. He didn't come back out, though?
No.
So he was in the back tanked right now, you know, about 15 shots deep with Mean Mark Callis.
So the return that I need to talk about is Liv Morgan's return, right?
Right. That was a big surprise. I am shocked after
Corey Hayes, bodyslam.net, Fightful even were on top of that too.
Yeah.
So I can't even blame Liv fans for this one.
No.
That was on the dirt sheets.
People were like, oh my God, she's there. And I'm like, apparently, but I don't think so. Not from what
she was
we
there,
saw.
It was only to see John Cena because she's always talked about how much she idolized John Cena and stuff.
Well, reports say that she was not in attendance, not backstage. So believe who you want to at this point. I'm not sure, but
then those same dirt sheets get mad at you when you don't believe them.
Word life. That's why we just make outlandish predictions, and
so
if it doesn't happen
this time though,
they change their booking.
More on dirt sheets.
Same way, Wrestle does too. So, I mean,
you know it.
Absolutely. Yeah, Maxine Dupree winning the IC title. What a fun moment as well. Not a spectacular match, but definitely a moment, and as they're trying to do, she's improved in the ring drastically over the past year.
Yeah.
We said that we could see her get
What was
the
up
title.
with the MSG
AJ
crowd? Speaking about woman,
Yeah.
what was up with the MSG crowd when woman came out? They would just do what or you suck. It was all only for like the woman, really. It was crazy.
You're in New York. Misogyny's
Yeah, you know it.
number one characteristic trait going around. It infects everybody at that point. You're there. It's $95 for a pretzel or a hot dog,
Yeah. Alexa Bliss
$107
was
for a
getting the what
beer.
chance.
Yeah, that bothered me because she was delivering a really good, powerful.
Yeah, it was annoying me
soliloquy?
too because she was actually doing good with it.
Yeah,
Making
it was
sense of it.
believable. She was well act. Are you getting chased by a fucking tiger?
No, that was a vending machine. Sounds
Right. You're at the zoo, aren't you now?
uh,
Cody, we talked about this. You cannot, they're closed. If you're found in the enclosure one more time with the tigers, you're going back to Sing Sing. You cannot fuck this up, Cody.
Jesus.
How many times can we make a deal with the prosecutor? Like, fucking,
Okay, I'll go to
Yeah.
a circus then.
fine.
I hear that they have a lying clown there at the circus.
You know you can't go back to the circus.
Why?
Ringling Brothers, they sent you that cease and desist. You're not allowed back at any establishment that features any elephants.
I thought you used to work for the circus. Though.
Well, listen, I did for many years, and I was a jester of sorts, but I just kept the big tent together. I don't want to get sued. Technically, as the IC champ, Cena is the number one contender for the world title. Really? See, Pico's onto something. What did you think of Maxine Dupree though winning? The crowd erupted for AJ Lee's return. That was exciting.
I'm fine with her winning, but I think Becky was doing good with the IC title. So you just have to capitalize on that. And Triple H isn't good at capitalization. You know how that is.
Yeah, we'll see. Because you can add them to War Games, but how? I'm sure they can explain it. Becky's pissed off at the world. Oscar says, "Hey, I'm a grouch. Come join me." And she joins Oscar the Grouch, and she yells "stupid" in Japanese about 50 more times. And
I laughed what Nia Jax said like when Oscar was talking though.
what's that?
Like Oscar was talking in Japanese and Nia Jax was
Oh.
like, yeah, what she said.
yes. She just went ahead and because what was she on? Baka over and over, calling everybody stupid. So
I want to say this again. I wanted to bring this up real quick because the Women's War Games.
yes,
Have I said this before? But Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez should have been in there over Last Legend and Nia Jax.
yeah. They did cut a good promo too in between the break. They were kind of where you were, kind of looking off to the right more. And they
What they say, I didn't hear.
They were just Raquel was going on about how whoever wins the women's title and all this stuff, she's going for it and she's going to bring it back to the Judgment Day's house. So,
Oh, nice.
but it was really good. So I will give her that. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what else really we had tonight. That Gunther match, Javon got a fuck ton more than I thought they were going to give him. I thought he was like dead. He was going to just get choked out in 3. He was going to do some jumpy move and I'm
That was a
bouncy. And just get fucking choked out in 2. Idiot. That's what I am. Idiot, not stupid. Sorry. Baka means idiot. I'm close. My Japanese linguist. Why we need to hire Liz as a full-time translator. They had a lot of NFL guys in the stands. Brandon Marshall was there as well. I mentioned a few earlier from the Giants,
I think during
whatnot, the
commercial,
Eagles.
I believe it was with the Judgment Day and all the celebrities
Yeah.
brawling.
So how do they get the final 2 women involved in the War Games story-wise? I mean, the faces are just like, hey, we need one more, and the heels are like, hey, Becky, you're angry, join us. I'm
That's what it
curious.
sounds like to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I'm trying to see what the creative narrative is to get them into the match. I'm struggling to fathom how they get there at this point in time with their lack of creativity and with their AI storytelling. I really need to know, how they getting in
They
it.
actually need AI because Triple H can't book a show to save his life. So they
Yeah.
might actually need AI.
One benefit of you being there is that besides Walter getting his theme back, which was excellent, you didn't have to deal with the incessant fucking commercial breaks. And I mean fucking incessant. They were bad
Yeah, I
tonight.
heard. Yeah, I saw it. They went to commercial quite a bit. I think
Yeah,
during the John Cena match.
a bit too much. Far a bit too much, so. AJ Lee said she's
Commercial
sticking
after
around
commercial.
and she'll be here. She's like, Becky lit a fire in me that I forgot, and basically was like, and that's when Rhea approaches her and she's like, hey, you got a second to talk? So that's it. She's just gonna be like, do you want to be in War Games? And then Becky's gonna join. I just don't know how they're gonna get there. Like, it's silly. It's just Rhea's like, hey, AJ Lee, you want to join? Okay. Why? I mean, it doesn't matter overall, but yes, please give us some more live thoughts.
You need to tell them the real story on how I got to Raw.
Why do I have to tell them?
You just got to tell them, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah, they just love the content. That's about as deep as it goes, right?
Yeah, they do.
That's right.
You would have made it too, but you were hobbling.
I know, I couldn't walk. I'm a fucking lame duck that has to fight for a bone stimulator that they won't pay for and is going to need more surgery in a couple weeks and be laid up not walking for a few more months. So yeah.
What are you blaming about not being able to walk? Because I keep hearing sirens again.
Thought it'd be fun if you had to run through the subway. You know, I figured if they chased you, like 2 stars version of GTA. I said that you tried to sexually assault a referee.
What?
It'll be fine. It's a joke. They'll figure it out. It's all a skit.
Oh,
I died earlier. You don't have shit to worry about. I'm telling you. Granted, yeah. So you said a 7 being there live, 7 out of 10. See, the ending was a lot of fun. I get why Lesnar's involved. I get why Roman's involved. It lines up with all previous storylines. All the webbing connects. It just doesn't really do that with Becky and AJ, but I'm not going to complain. I'm glad they're getting involved. I'd rather, you know, Nia not be in there, have Raquel in. But overall, we really did get a decent Raw. Much better than last week, I'll say. This week had, besides, because last week really all we had was Cena's big moment. And
how's the noise in the background for you? Is that affecting your stream?
It's not horrific. I hear it a little bit. So, Cody, you're definitely going to jail. But, I mean, the noise is not awful. I'm managing to turn you up and down occasionally. So, I mean, I got you in a dial. I got you in a... You're even in a button.
Well, I gotta go catch the train now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I didn't give you a Metro Pass, so please don't surf on the top. Like, hold on to the side, use the bungee cord I gave you, get on that train, and if they ask for your ticket, you don't know English. Guys, say thank you to Cody, and I'm so glad you had a great night at MSG. Glad we could make that happen. We love you, bud. And we will see you tomorrow night for the NXT review. Thank you so much, Cody Onidi. 316. You can go ahead and find the link to all of his socials in the description box down below. Thank you, Cody, for calling in there and letting us know. So they ended the night with John Cena's theme, and everybody spoke briefly about how much John meant to them. That's cool. I wish he came back out and addressed the crowd one more time. Yeah! But beggars can't be choosers. I know, we only got through the men's, you know, early 6-man tag. That's where we're leaving off here. A fun opening, but just, it needs something. It needed a better fucking surprise opponent. Yeah. I wish you could call us back live from the side of the subway car. That's going to be pretty, I told him, like, if you can, like, film a TikTok or something, send it our way. But, hey, you know, going to be fun. We got, as I mentioned, Bailey backstage, and Asuka's like, do you want to be on my team? And she basically was like, no, I don't like you. You're annoying and you smell bad. And Asuka started to freak out.
Jesus this?
And we went ahead and had her laugh maniacally like an evil Terminator. And Kyrie basically got in Bailey's face, did the "you can't see me," and Asuka calls for her, Kyrie! And then she comes over and that's it. And Lyra's like, "Hey, I'm proud of you." And she goes to high five her and she's like, "What are you, 5?" Funny. This is where we get Solo Sikoa versus the mystery opponent, Dolph Ziggler. That's right. Everybody's so excited for that one. I was pumped. Everybody going nuts.
Everybody saying L.A. Knight.
Yeah. Sorry, I really want LA Knight to win this goddamn thing. And I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I know. I said, I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not. Gunther's going to win. We know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're somehow stuck in fucking booking hell, Mr. LA Knight. You're going to get beat next in the tournament. You did whoop, Zack Ryder's ass, so that's got to mean something, right? Zack Ryder, former champ with the IC belt, and should have been Matt Cardona. Rhea comes out, and then they do the whole thing out there. All the women come out after Alexa finishes her soliloquy, and eventually Charlotte comes out with a big kendo stick, and she beats Nia Jax's ass, and she hits Lash Legend with it, gets everybody out of the ring, and she picks up Alexa and brings her to her feet, and the crowd knew their role here. They're chanting, "She's your best friend." I thought they would wait till SmackDown or next week for this, but they're going to, have this, get the final members on SmackDown, and then get into the advantage matches next week. So all in all, it seems that they've at least got the matches decided now. We know what's going to happen. And it is a very stacked War Games. I'll give them that.
War Games.
Indeed, Mr. Regal. Apparently I have a drinking problem. We go ahead here. We get the Becky Lynch entrance, taking on Maxine Dupree. Not as good as their first match, but not bad. 3 stars out of 5, realistically. AJ Lee distracts at the very end, and Lynch turns around and gets basically hit with a big crossbody from the top rope, the 3 count, and she wins the title. She goes over and hugs AJ Lee. That was the friend she said she had to call. She's skipping around, and Pyro goes off for Maxine. Really cool moment. Very, very fun payoff to the long-playing underdog story that was the Maxine Dupree character. I hope they don't keep portraying her like a punky upstart kind of thing. We're like, I'm still learning. I hope they treat her more like not a veteran, but a bit more of a seasoned worker. Better than an intern, anyways. She was, really, really improving and noticeably improving her skills and skill set, move set, whatever you want to label it as. So I'm really happy that, hey, they're giving her a chance, and let's see what happens with Maxine Dupree. Gunther came out with his original theme. He's got the old tunes back. Glad to hear that. Javon comes out during the commercial break. The Last Time Is Now tournament opening round match was 15 minutes long. I really expected Javon to go ahead and get a single lick in, get chopped to hell and choked out 1, 2, 3. This match delivered. Not only did it look good when they advertised it, like most of the matches didn't. The only thing we were hoping for was a good surprise, and that got spoiled earlier today with the Ziggler reveal. Anyways, that was reported early this morning and confirmed, like triple confirmed on that one. What are you going to do? This match is great. They have a bunch of praise and high hopes for Javon. He's 21. I just hope he doesn't hurt himself to the point where he can't do it, because damn, can this boy fly. He's super entertaining. And the people at MSG didn't know him. I mean, they were kind of cheering Gunther at first. It was a little at odds. So interesting to see it, the way they made him look as strong as he did. He got a lot of offense in on Gunther. Gunther's chopping the shit out of him. He comes back, eventually chopping Gunther back as well. But Gunther, like a shotgun blast going off every single time, puts him down. Just big crack. Gets the win, but Javon Evans is making his way to the main roster. Not yet. He's still got things to do with TNA and NXT, but soon enough, and they're going to keep raising his stock. And then we had the ending. We had Drew and the Vision come out. So Logan, Braun, and Braun, the Brauns and Logan with the Oracle, Paul Heyman and Drew McIntyre. Then the faces came out one by one. We got CM Punk to walk his way out.
Hearing everybody go absolutely banana.
We got Jey Uso, and then we managed to go ahead and get the Codester. And MSG crowd chanting so strong. Love it, love it. Then they're chanting for the OTC. Eventually, they all break out into a fight. No civil discussion here. These lads are here to kick ass. And, you know, Punk is signaling for the GTS. Lesnar's music hits, and everybody's fighting everybody. Lesnar comes in, clears out Punk. That's when the OTC returns. Pops the roof off this place. Lesnar is just not backing down for a second. He is going ahead and just staring Roman down. They clash like true freaking titans. This was just a really, really fun, chaotic ending. They end up crashing through police security. At the end, Roman is spearing people through the goddamn barricade, takes out Bronson Reed with a Superman punch first, when Bronson's going to deliver the, big splash, but he's not able to give the tsunami. He ends up getting, like I said, Superman punched, taken down, and then Roman spears him through the barricade onto the uniformed officers that they had there. I don't know if any of the officers that were ringside were legit or not, but I know these two that got pancaked were definitely, local talent being called in to dress like police and get their ass kicked, but still fun nonetheless. That so much chaos that the NYPD can't even control it. They can't stop it. They can't get it to fucking calm down. It's just pure chaos. But we got to remember that Zack Ryder lost to LA Knight, and people didn't hate that much, but they did have Dolph Ziggler lose to Solo Sikoa. And that one stings. Does anybody want to see Solo advance himself in this tournament? No. A lot of people felt like it was 2014 all over again. Dolph, Cena, Nikki. She attacks Stephanie Vacquet on her way out to be interviewed by Kathy in the ring. And she basically delivers a very half-hearted but poignant hero promo about how, hey, you brought the spark back out of me. I want to be champ. I'm going to be a bitch. That was pretty much the full recap of that. I mean, there really wasn't much more to it. She gave us a very just basic heel, that was her point of view. That's her motivation, but nothing massive, nothing earth-shattering. And basically, like I said, I didn't come back to WWE to sit on the sideline. I'm not going to be your sidekick. Oh, I'm you reminded me who I am, and you're going to give me a title shot, and you want me to bow down to you? Well, guess what? I changed the entire industry. Comprende, mamacita. She got to scream at her and picks up the belt, drops it on her. Nikki, this was very, very, very like baseline. Okay. It was heel Nikki Bella, 2014 all over again. I wish you died in the womb. God. Sue. Nami. She's great. Yeah. The Kabuki Warriors are fun. Calling everybody morons, idiots, stupid, whatever we want to say and label it as. I don't speak Japanese or Korean or Japanese or Chinese or French or Spanish or barely speak English. But all in all, folks, this was a fun show, and they move things forward. They are progressing and building towards War Games, and I appreciate that. We had a few sacrifices along the way. It's upsetting that John Cena's final 3 matches, leading into his finale is Dom, and Dom. And then it's going to be Gunther.
Let me talk to you.
I know. I want LA Knight to win this. I would like even Sheamus to win this at this point. It'd be cool. Sheamus fought with him side by side and takes him out the same night all those years ago where he won the title from Cena that very first time in the TLC match. Now he goes ahead and has the ultimate chance to take out the best there ever was in John Cena, the GOAT, and become a Grand Slam champion. At least there's a story there. At least there's something to cheer for. Everybody's going to just want to see Cena beat Gunther, and Gunther's not going to lose. This Raw was much better than the week before, especially the Evans match being, very competitive. Maxine's match was a lot of fun. So was the 6-man tag. There really wasn't a bad match or moment. Even Solo and Dolph was fun because the crowd ate up seeing Nick Namath in the ring. Really, the ending was white hot. It was a good night. I'd give it a 6.5. Cody was there in person, gave it a 7. I mean, pretty much I would probably stay at a 6.5 myself, but I'm curious what you guys think out of 10. What was the show tonight? I mean, that ending was fantastic. The way they did it, the way they built to it early on. They had, Paul Heyman saying, "You're not going to like my pick. You're not going to like what happens." And hey, Shane McMahon and his son were even in attendance for Raw tonight. WWE didn't acknowledge them, though. They didn't even show them on camera. Stephanie McMahon was in attendance. They showed her. But Shane McMahon said, "Honored to be at Madison Square Garden with my son Rogan to celebrate a true legend in the business and my friend. Thank you, Cena." So cool to see him there. 8 from Liz. Stu, the cameraman, saying 6.5. I haven't seen the mayor, Dickinson, tonight, but hopefully he's doing well also. Shout out to you all for being here in the chat and joining the live show. I thank you guys deeply for all the support and all the appreciation of the effort for the content. We're really trying to give you the best value and the best entertainment we can here. We try to spice things up and always be funny and entertaining. So I appreciate the feedback that people are enjoying the shows as much as they are and repping the Banana Army. Like I said, we have a lot coming this week, and I mean a lot. Not just me coming, like a lot upcoming, because tomorrow night we have the NXT Night 1 Gold Rush review. We're going to be going ahead and being live when NXT goes off the air so we can discuss everything that went down for Night 1 of Gold Rush. Then we're going to go ahead and be live Wednesday after we record the State of Wrestling with Spaz Phoenix. I'll be joined by Cody Onidi 316 as we go ahead and give you our predictions for AEW Full Gear. We'll also be reviewing Dynamite, telling you what's going on for more of the build towards War Games. War Games! I mean, Dynamite looks decently stacked this week, and then, of course, we'll see how they have the After Full Gear show next week when Liz is there. That's right. Getting excited for it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. You can go ahead and find me on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe, youtube.com/Jake DeMarco or Countdown Ended. It's Countdown Ended on Twitter and on Rumble and on Instagram. I got to go ahead and figure out what's going on Twitter, though. All of my DMs have a locked icon. I have to enter a 4-digit code that I don't remember, and it says something about it being unsecured. So, yes, indeed, you can never have enough bananas, but thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you check us out on TikTok. It's Jake.CountdownEnded. We're on Spotify as well, using the hashtag into somewhere. Go ahead and make sure you hit the like button. Stay subscribed. And until then, I hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow night for NXT. John Cena's final Raw in the book, Survivor Series, Saturday night's main event. 2 more dates to go. Lots of excitement. See you guys tomorrow. Stay sexy.